Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you a new update regarding SNAP benefits. So as we get closer to the end of the emergency allotments in the month of February, and then other states it'll be in the month of March, there are a few states that are starting to take action to prevent the big drop in benefits. So therefore, one state will officially be increasing the minimum benefit for SNAP beneficiaries starting in the month of March. So once again, guys, it's only one state that will officially be increasing the minimum benefit for SNAP beneficiaries starting in the month of March. And one big question remains is that will other states be following this example? And also I bring you the list of the 33 states who are setting the last emergency allotments. We have 25 states sending their benefits in the month of February, and also 8 states sending their payouts in the month of March. So make sure you guys stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you're interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, p-ebt, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. Alright guys, so let's start off this video with some very important news where the Governor Murphy is signing legislation increasing minimum SNAP benefits and are going to be available to New Jersey residents very soon. Here once again, we're on the official site of the state of New Jersey. So yes, New Jersey is the one state that is officially increasing their minimum SNAP benefits. So let's dive into some of these details. With households throughout America set to receive as low as $23 in monthly Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits when the federal government's 8 emergency allotments come to an end next month, Governor Phil Murphy today signed a bill which will ensure every SNAP household in New Jersey will receive at least $95 in monthly benefits going forward. So once again, it's going to be at least $95 in monthly benefits. This nation-leading legislation represents New Jersey's ongoing commitment to combating food insecurity throughout the state. The federal government began providing emergency allotments to SNAP households in March of 2020 to offer a temporary boost in food assistance benefits to individuals and families impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, which we all know as those emergency allotments, right? So with these additional payments ending as of February 28th of 2023, today's legislation will raise the minimum SNAP benefit in New Jersey to $95 starting March 1st. So once again, guys, I remind you that unfortunately so far this is only happening to those in the state of New Jersey. So this represents a $45 increase over the initial state minimum benefit of $50 put into place for SNAP recipients when Governor Murphy and the New Jersey legislature established the state SNAP minimum benefit program last year. So if a New Jersey household is approved for less than $95 in monthly SNAP benefits, here's what's pretty much going to happen. So they will receive their regular federal benefit plus an additional state supplement to bring them to this new minimum amount. So once again, you're going to be receiving a payment from the federal, right? And if it's less than $95, and it seems like the state is going to pitch in the other half to make up and get you to that $95 minimum benefit amount. And although most households will still see some reduction in their benefits, implementing an increased minimum benefit will help soften the impact of the emergency allotments coming to an end. And I quote, "We know overwhelmingly that a better nourished and a more food secure New Jersey makes for a stronger one." This is something that was said by Assembly Speaker Collin. "This expansion safeguards the food security of 46,000 SNAP households, mostly vulnerable seniors and individuals with disabilities, whose health and well-being relies on keeping healthy and nutritious foods on their plate." SNAP recipients once again are encouraged to track their benefit detail at any time online at the following website. It is NewJerseyFamiliesFirst.com with the Connect EBT mobile app, or you can also do that by calling the 1-800-997-3333. Next, we have the state of Massachusetts, where Haley Driscoll administration files a $282 million supplemental budget. And you may ask, Linda, what does this have to do with me? So if you are a SNAP beneficiary, this is a proposal that is on the table, but once again, unfortunately, it's not yet official. But I want to give you guys all the details regardless of the situation. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So on January 31st, the Haley Driscoll administration filed a $282 million fiscal year 2023 supplemental budget to address urgent needs across the state's family emergency shelter system, which is at capacity and facing significantly elevated levels of demand by families facing homelessness, and to extend 2 food security programs that will soon run out of funding as well. So the bill proposes $130 million to create an off-ramp from the federal Extra Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is a benefit that the federal government began providing to SNAP recipients during the COVID-19 pandemic and recently announced would end in March of 2023. So to bridge the abrupt end of this program for more than 630,000 Massachusetts families, the administration proposes providing a supplemental SNAP allotment to recipients equal to 40% of the previous federal benefit for 3 months. So seems like this is something that is on the table, you guys. Once again, it's going to be a supplemental SNAP allotment to recipients equal to 40% of the previous federal benefit, but only for 3 months. So that's pretty much what's happening. Let's continue on with the details. And I quote, "The extra COVID SNAP benefits have provided critical support for individuals and families to buy food and have also indirectly supported our local grocery stores and farmers," is something that was said by Acting Health and Human Services Secretary Mary A. Beckman. The Haley Driscoll administration is aiming to be a leader among states in providing households with an off-ramp to the abrupt end of these extra benefits, and will continue to be a food security leader through systemic initiatives like this. So around 630,000 households in Massachusetts have been receiving extra benefits during the federal COVID pandemic emergency, but the final payment that they will receive with the extra federal dollars is coming up on March 2nd. So based on my research, this is all the information that I found so far. I do hope more states will start to take initiative in terms of these SNAP benefits that are ending very soon for across the nation. So let me know if you hear something in the news. Please feel free to let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. So moving on with the SNAP emergency allotment for the benefit month of February. So remember, guys, that there's a couple of states who are already no longer providing these benefits. These states have already ended their state COVID-related emergency declarations and therefore have ceased issuing the emergency allotments. And that includes the state of Missouri, Florida, Idaho, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee, which, by the way, ended their benefits back in 2021. Then in 2022, Iowa, Arizona, Kentucky, Indiana, Georgia, and Alaska ended their benefits. And then recently in January of 2023, South Carolina also ended their benefits. And moving on to the payout dates of the February SNAP emergency allotments. On this list, we have the state of Colorado, February 19th all the way through the 24th. Connecticut, February 15th. Delaware, February 27th. DC's on a regular issuance schedule. We also have Illinois, February 20th through the 28th. Louisiana, February 4th, the 11th, the 18th, or the 25th. Maine, February 10th. Maryland, February 4th all the way through the 23rd. Michigan, February 18th all the way through the 28th. And then New Hampshire, February 2nd or February 17th. The payout date for New Jersey is any time between February 1st through the 5th. New Mexico, February 1st all the way through the 28th. Then we have New York for those in New York City, February 10th through the 27th. And for the rest of the state, February 6th all the way through the 22nd. North Carolina, February 22nd all the way through March 3rd. Ohio, February 27th or the 28th. Oklahoma, February 10th through the 15th. Oregon, February 10th, the 27th or the 1st of March. Pennsylvania, February 15th all the way through the 1st of March. Once again, Pennsylvania, February 15th all the way through the 1st of March. Rhode Island, February 3rd, and Texas, February 3rd or February 7th all the way through the 10th. The state of Utah will be depositing payment on February 25th, Virginia February 16th, Washington February 1st all the way through February 20th, West Virginia February 8th, and Wisconsin February 18th. And as I've mentioned previously, there are a couple of states that are sending their February benefits in the month of March. So let me show you guys those states. We have Alabama sending their benefits from February on the 1st of March. California also sending their benefits from the month of February on either March 25th or the 26th. Hawaii, March 13th. Kansas, March 22nd, all the way through the 31st. Massachusetts, March 2nd. Minnesota, sometime in the month of March. Nevada, March 14th. And Vermont, March 14th as well. And as you may know, of course, it is tax season, so the IRS has delivered $8 million in tax refunds so far, which is an average amount of about $1,963. So with the 2023 tax season well underway, the Internal Revenue Service is providing an early peek at the typical refund amount taxpayers can expect to receive. But of course, as we all know, this varies on a case-by-case basis. So the IRS said this week that it has issued about 8 million refunds as of February 3rd, worth a collective $15.3 billion. So the average refund check so far this year is worth $1,963, about 11% lower compared with the same time last year. So that is in line with an earlier warning from the IRS for taxpayers to brace for a smaller refund this year because there were no stimulus payments delivered by the federal government in the year 2022. So here's something that was said by the IRS in a November news release. Refunds may be smaller in 2023. Taxpayers will not receive an additional stimulus payment with the 2023 tax refund because there were no economic impact payments for 2022. So taxpayers typically receive a refund if they had too much money withheld and overpaid their taxes the previous year. So for many families, the money can be substantial. Nearly 3/4 of filers received a tax refund in 2022 with an average payment worth about $3,176, which is up from $2,800 in the year 2021. So the IRS has received about 19 million returns this year, an increase of about 30% from the year ago period. Now that could be because individuals are filing their returns sooner this year to get refunds faster, given the tougher economic environment. This is according to the Bank of America analyst. So remember guys, once again, that the tax filing season ends Tuesday, April 18th of this year. So if you're planning to file your taxes, make sure you do so before Tuesday, April 18th, since that is the deadline. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you guys next time.